Joining us now is the Director of Labour Policy at the German Institute for the Study of Labour, the IZA, Hilmar Schneider. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Schneider, first of all, is this a definite trend, would you say, the move from mass production to specialised manufacturing?
It's indeed indicating a very broad trend. Individualization of consumption and individualization of production is the answer to our technical facilities that we have nowadays. And it's also an expression of the wealth of our economies. We are able to afford this type of manufacturing.
So would you say companies are well prepared for this?
I think so, but it seems that especially smaller companies that are more flexible are better prepared to react to these things, while those big tankers, those big companies that are strictly hierarchically structured, seem to have difficulties to cope adequately with this trend.
How can your average firm make sustainable profits from a trend like this, as it costs a lot, of course, to individualize products?
Well, it does, but people do no longer want standardized mass production. They want to express themselves by their consumption. So they want these types of products, and so firms can only survive if they are able to deliver. And it requires, of course, a certain type of worker. Workers need to be more entrepreneurial than they used to be, because the variety of possibilities, of opportunities that we have generated by this technological progress is so huge that you need people that are able to guide customers through this jungle of opportunities. You need people who are able to give advice to customers. And all that requires a new type of worker. Of course, you still need skills, technical skills, but there's something coming in addition. That means entrepreneurial spirit.
Do we have those people, though, here in Germany at a time of skills shortages?
I'm afraid we are not perfectly prepared to this, but at least we are aware of it, and I think you can learn it, although it's still difficult to think of it as something that you learn at school.
So are more and more companies setting their sights on, would you say, a small elite group of customers who have that money?
Well, on the one hand, of course, you can have your individualized Bordeaux if you have the money to afford it. But it's much broader than that. For example, think of ringtones for your mobile phone, or think of screensavers for your mobile phone. Even your muesli can be individualized via internet. And this is for cheap money, so that's something that everybody can afford. And so you have a very broad trend towards individualization.
Just briefly, lastly, are we moving backwards now? Instead of industrialization, are we going in the other direction?
No, industrialization is still the tool that we need, but in a much more skillful manner than we used to. It's not the same type of product for everybody. We use machines for producing individualized products for everybody.
Hilmar Schneider, thank you very much for coming in.
You're welcome.